Hello and welcome to Pentaclick Esports Season 1 Grand Finals here at UniCon 2015 in the lovely capital of Riga. My name is Dante. You just saw my ass handed to me 3-1. But now we are watching the second semi-final match between Donger and m00nshiner. This is going to be a Warlock versus Warlock matchup. We seem to be having some errors with the spectator mode. Okay. I think we'll have to re-log in back to the spectator mode because I cannot tell the cards. So we'll have to leave the match for a short moment. Please bear with us. While we deal with technical problems, I will tell you that after this, we're going to have either the match for the third place, and then we're going to have the amateur finals, or maybe the other way around, and then we're going to have the grand finals, which is going to be a best of 7. So this appears that this is a hand-locked deck versus another hand-locked deck. So Donger has clearly a better start, he has a bigger board presence. Now it's up to m00nshiner to figure out what to do. He could play the second Drake here, he could play Ancient Watcher and on top, but that will hurt his Drake in the long run. I think I like the second Drake better. You play the Drake, you then go into the 2-3, you heal yourself, and that's open up to for better plays in the future. Volfet's gonna not the best card against this matchup. It does stop some of the removal, but it's a bit maybe too fast. So I like playing right now. Just get a 5/5 out there. It's a good body, and in this stage it doesn't allow to remove anything for m00nshiner because all his removal is too expensive. Tap. Very nice, yes. Another removal card. Maybe a bit too much, like he has so many removal cards. And this is not the matchup about so much removal, just board presence, just having bigger minions than your opponent. So, I think here he could just taunt up. Maybe slime both Drakes into the 4-8. Yes, just remove a body. Or play the Ancient Watcher and just pass. Okay, so he does pass. Ancient Watcher now allows him to play Shadow Flame and other removal spells. So it's now Donger's turn. He does going to take out that Drake and Thor's a good card right now, especially that makes that Jirax cheaper, so that means he will be able to play the hero power on turn 10 with Jirax's. So Moral Coil is probably going to go to the 5-1. There's no real use for Moral Coil in this matchup in most cases, so this kind of removal is practically what you can do. He can actually use both Moral Coils here and clear the board and draw some more cards, which is going to be very nice for him. Because that's for two guys just too easily to too many removal, like double Moral Coil, Dark Bomb, anything that Warlock can throw at it, that's too easily. Another Ancient Watcher, probably gonna play it, like I don't see anything he could play right now other than that. Doesn't have enough mana for the Mountain Giant, so yeah. Double Watcher, again, open ups for Shadow Flame, open ups for just on top. There are many possibilities you can do with those cards in this matchup. Dr. Boom, nice board presence, gives a lot of pressure. Zombie Chair is actually good right now because if the enemy would have Molten Giants like you see now, Zombie Chair kind of makes it hard to play Molten Giants because you heal yourself up with that minion and then you cannot play the Giant. Speaking of Giants, he now has a couple of decisions to do. He can try to taunt, he can play the Giant, he could actually play Mountain Giant and just use Shadow Flame and just clear the board. That's not the best play. I think that hurts his tempo a lot, so he has to think in ways how he can get the most minions out, have a good board presence, and hopefully defend himself against the Dr. Boom and anything that might happen in a later turn. He does have the card advantage. He might even just play Thor Sand. So the time is ticking. So he does play the Giant. So it's going to be taunt or warplayer. So it's tapped, so probably taunts up. Yeah. That does give a lot of means on the board. Very good board position. So it now, Donger now has to think of an answer to this. And he could slam Boom on the Boom bot, but that kind of kills a lot of the tempo keys right now. And he doesn't have a lot of cards in his hand that would give him that he could replace that tempo with. Drake's probably going to be played here. If not now, then when? Because he's starting to run out of cards. Oh, so I didn't see he had the BJH. That's a very nice card in this instance. Gives him a lot of tempo in this now. So that's now he has to think that he wants to remove that 4/5 taunt or not. If he wants to remove, then how he's going to do? Use the Boom bots on help and hope that they hit it. Maybe then he could use a Moral Coil. So it's going to be the Boom bot play. And not probably the way he wants to go. He has to use now another card to deal with it. But that's open for his Dr. Boom to go in. And that's a lot of pressure. So, but he could now just play a free Giant and Shadow Flame. Like he would play 2 Giants and Shadow Flame. He would be back at 9, and that would give him a clear board. I think that has to be the play. Because I don't see what else he can do. Heal bot doesn't really cut it. I think it doesn't matter what Giant you use here. It's not like it can be fought back. So he does clear the board. He's back at 9. But he's still on the ropes here. We'll see what Donger comes up. He has more HP, but he doesn't have the tempo. He doesn't have the card advantage. Jiraxis is a bit early. Like you don't want to sacrifice like 9 HP on Jiraxis, especially on this kind of board. So pretty obvious the 2-1 dies. Not a Moral Coil, a bad draw. Doesn't really help him here. So he still digs through his and so the Demon Lock. It's not really working out for him in this matchup, so he has to play defensively. The Slash Vulture comes down. I think this has... So m00nshiner can play the heal bot now. It's probably one of the best turns to do so. But he's not under that much pressure, and that allows him to play Jiraxis, which is, yeah, probably the play safe here. Now, because he has about all the cards he needs right now, he has enough pressure in his hand, so he can now just pop his Sphere of Power every turn 6/6/6/6 for the Demon Lock. That's gonna be a very difficult thing to overcome. So hard decision making. He cannot really play Void Walker right now because then his Jiraxis just pops out and he needs that Jiraxis to be played as a hero. He might play 2 minions in taunt. I don't know if he cannot afford it, so it's only gonna be there's only gonna be 1 taunt that's gonna do that. Tapping here is also risky because you know that your opponent is Jiraxis now, so he has a lot of potential to just build up tempo and destroy in 2-3 turns, so it's very difficult time for Donger. So, okay, so Void Caller is being played. It gives him the most protection, but he now risks losing Jiraxis, which is probably gonna happen. So, what do you do in this instance for m00nshiner? You're still in pretty good lead. You're afraid to go into the 4-5 because if Mal'Ganis counts out, that's going to make a bit life for you a bit more difficult. So he might just trade it in the 3-5 and play his hero power, maybe Sludge Belcher up, or Volta, something like that. Or maybe even just play Emperor Thor sounds, get those sounds. Nice. Well, is he gonna do it? So yeah, he's probably afraid of Morgans, which is one of the key staples of the unlock. So which one of the 3 potential cards is gonna be? Lothar? I don't know if Lothar was the best card. Your opponent has only 3 cards right now, so you might as well just play Emperor Thor and the same body, but you get those discounts. I'm being trolled by my partner right here because he thinks he's very funny. He's not. Still a difficult time for Donger. He's in a very bad spot. He might just try and risk it and try to get the Doom Guard out, which is going to be a very nice swing for him because he can take out the 8-2 and then take out the 5-5. But does he want to risk it? It's 50-50. I think I would take the risk. At this point, you're losing the game turn by turn, so you kind of have to force it. So he plays Jirax to make it safe. And that's gonna allow him a very nice board. He plays the 6-6 now. He's kind of back in the game actually. And doesn't hit the face. That's odd. I think at this point we want to just get as much damage as possible in. And that's lethal. Yeah, m00nshiner wins with 2 Hellfire play, and that's going to make it 1-0 for m00nshiner. Okay, so the second game is, so we're going to see Paladin. I don't know what Donger Paladin is, but I would expect it's an aggro Paladin. Because mid-range Paladin doesn't fare well against handlock. So it is actually mid-range. Huh, interesting. Well, if the Paladin get a good early board and m00nshiner won't have good removal, then that might go off his turn. But I don't know how he's going to deal with all those stones. Equality silences, but that might not be enough. We'll see. A pretty slow start for the Paladin. Nice hand for Warlock. m00nshiner has 2 Drakes right now, so that's very good for him. Gonna give him nice and early 2 big minions, and that's gonna be hard for Donger to deal with because he doesn't have equality. So he cannot up here. So he just plays the orange. So it's not just about it. So yeah, silence. Very difficult.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty easy to for m00nshiner just play second day. And pass. You're still in a pretty good spot. Those 4 minutes are not too much threat, especially when you have Hellfire. So it does seem to appear that he can stack all of the minions just to deal with it. He has a lot of tempo, but he has that weapon, so that might help him. But there are not a lot of targets for attack weapon against handlock. So probably damage to archery. 2 multi-guns, that's very good for m00nshiner. He's probably going to be very little with his his life point is just going to tap away to get us to play those giants as much as possible. Tom comes from Donger. That's not used as weapon jets, that's very understandable. That 4-5 is not threatened really at this stage, so don't want to waste that weapon. So, yeah, it's gonna tap. Oh, and the giant comes very clutch. Gives a lot of tempo for Moonshine. That gives a lot of board presence, and it's gonna be difficult. The fire, another most expected card. He could play Solans here, but that's gonna be a bit risky because he might get the 4-5 and you don't want that. But that's probably his best play. Ghost State's not much you can do. So, cannot really play the Giants, but Doctor's Wounds has to be the play here. I don't think you can play anything else. You could technically play Sludge Auction and tap. So, boom or no boom? I think you play the boom here, especially having two giants. You can flood the enemy with those big minions. So he doesn't cycle to cycle more well. Sounds huge, nice. So he does decide to go safer play. Silence the lance, probably going to on top. And then remove it to 45. Maybe not even on top, he doesn't have to do that. We'll keep it on the 8-5. No, he doesn't. That's a smart play because you don't want Solans to kill the 8-5 that easily. Syrian, that's going to be a good card against, in this situation, Moonshiner doesn't have silence, he doesn't have sight himself, so that's going to be a bit difficult card to get past. So Syrian is the understandable play here. And that will force Moonshiner to use both of his minions if he doesn't. Oh, another silence. One of the best targets against a paladin for Sal is the Thief Tyrion. So that has to be played here. I don't think there are two ways about it. You can actually clear the board. Kill off Tyrion, kill off Solans, and play another giant. I think that has to be the play here. So the threats from Moonshiner keep on coming. Keltus that too slow in this case. There are no really good plays here. And the fighting comes out, he gets two spells. Sadly, the Farron's gonna die. Probably this turn, I don't see him living. There are quite a few good plays he can make here. He can play another giant. He could play the Agent Watcher. I think that Giant Watcher will be the play here. Alternatively, he could play a Room. I think those are the choices here. Oh, so it is that so it does make Giant weak to concentration, but it does give him a bit bigger reward than he would have otherwise. So, Donger's running out of big threats. Like, at this point, Kel'Thuzad is about the only big thing he has left. I don't know if his deck. So, maybe he has something else like Rag. That does seem like a slow control paladin deck, maybe that's like he chose against. But yeah, concentration has to move. Like, you don't want to take that 8-1 and you save each for later. He's up, but I think that was quite a nice play for him. He could remove this with a Hellfire, but I don't think he wants to do that. Huh. Does decide to leave the 2-1. I think Forrest has to come here. He has the tone, so he has no real need in Slug Ultra right now. And Forrest will give him some good discounts, and that will allow him to play Jirax's and hero ability. Paladins are not known for their burst, so especially with Troll Paladins, so another taunt might not really help him. So 5-5 and 88 on the board. Quite nice amount of pressure. Just keep on putting that pressure, He's a bit low, 10 HP. He's maybe a bit low, but in this case, he has Jirax's. The enemy has now board presence, so he's quite a good spot. Demon Heart finds the use of the BGH. Does clear the board, so he's dealing. Donger actually dealing quite nicely against the threats that are coming out. But there's still Jirax's, there's still Dr. Boom, so he's finding the answers, but he's not putting threats on his own. So m00nshiner still has the initiative here, and that 5-4 taunt is still a problem that Donger has to deal somehow. He's probably waiting for a lot of means to be played, something like that. So maybe equality concentration is going to be played. He has enough health to do that, so those boom bots are not too much of a problem for him. But he is afraid of Jirax's. And if he uses equality concentration now, and that's his last concentration, even if he has second equality, those 6/6s might be a problem. But yeah, I think you have to do it. That's too big of a board. So shield the minimum on the hero power. And then pass. So I think this is the turn you play for Jirax's. Like, I don't think it's really other way. He's starting to roll long cards. I don't think he has any threats in his deck. So Jirax has to be the play. The problem is, we all see what Paladin has, so that might be a problem. And Harrison Jones, might be a problem. But I think this has to be a Jirax's way from the point of. Yeah, Jirax does come out. This is gonna be a bit painful. One of the weak points of Paladin is the lack of card draw, but we're gonna see quite. He might want to wait actually a turn to let those charges use up so he doesn't overdraw. Because I think most of his cards are quite valuable. Or he empties his hand, goes back to full health, yes! Back to the museum with that. And he gets all the repeat, but that's gonna be a nice card. It's gonna neuter that 6/6. And now, a couple of turns ago, I said m00nshiner was in a really good spot. Now all he has is 6/6. Lothar comes out. I don't know if it's gonna find too much use right now. He could play Lothar hero power and then just taunt up. And then remove maybe the Divine Shield from the 2-2. Alternatively, he could Hellfire and remove most of the board. Yes, that's gonna be the play. Still in the game, still putting on pressure, but losing that weapon gives so many cards to Paladin was of course painful. Like, Paladin has a huge card advantage, and without the Warlock hero power, m00nshiner is a bit. Has limited options. Double taunt, very sick play. I don't see what you can do with both those sounds right now, so it's gonna take quite a while. Another Inferno comes out. He has to play those Infernos every turn to keep under pressure. That's at this point his only way, unless he has grass somewhere here or there. Really understandable, difficult turn. Wide on the board, 7-4, 6-6. So this is really hard to tell what the battle he has in his hands, so I'm sorry if I didn't see it quite that. From what I can tell, he still has ways to deal with that. He could play, actually, Kel'Thuzad. Sack is 3-5. Play Kel'Thuzad, we'll have 2 tones up. So he decides for a bit of faster play. Soulfire. What's the second? Well, Firemaster. Probably the best country to lose now. Maybe the Owl. So Donger, turn by turn, is turning this game around, putting more pressure than the Warlock can handle. Luckily, m00nshiner still has that might play actually his own low fab and then some Fury Protector. Maybe he will just play Slug Belcher. So it's gonna be closer. That will give him 2 tones actually. That's bigger pressure, more defense. Now he could have used that wild Firemaster. So, again, boom or Kel'Thuzad. I think is the way to go here. Just play bigger minions that your opponent plays. Kel'Thuzad will give him like his minions back if he stacks 1, 2, and 5, 5 into 6, 6. And then he can play Hero Power. And then m00nshiner has to also deal with Kel'Thuzad, which is 6 block, a very big thing, and it's safe to be changed. So Big Game Hunter won't have a target. Or he's thinking of silencing one of the... He might use equality here and just sack as much as possible, maybe use the space against both fab. Okay, so it's gonna be Doctor Boom here. Shine comes a bit too late, I think, but he still could play it here. But that... He might sack the 6-3 and use Soulfire, or just... No, he's gonna use the EH. But if Donger has actually Rag in his deck, that might prove too big a problem, but yeah. That's hell of a board, so he just goes for it, he hopes there's no way Donger can deal with this, and with 2 ghost taunts, and one of them spawning another taunt, that can be a problem. But he does have that equality, so he might use that. But he's at 7 HP, so there's still quite a nice board. But with those boombots and that equality, like, he has the potential to kill most of those threats, so I think that has to be the play. If he can play Elder Peacekeeper on anything that is left. Or don't until he can play Kel'Thuzad if the boombots go really, really low. I think you go 6-1 first, okay? Very nice. That's right, you kill all the 1-2. And you call the both foreigners right now down. Or at least the 4-1. The 4-1 does that, so... Playing it safe, understandable. So it does seem like that Kel'Thuzad's gonna see too much action in this game. So it's either a Giant or it's Inferno. He could be Inferno and Shadow Flame, but that's not the best use of resources, but he's running out of options. He has only 1 card left in his deck. going to be hellfire. He's going to hurt himself. He could heal now and play the 6/6 again. That's probably going to need a turn. Does make the giant turn harder. Another BGH, that's going to be good against one of the giants, and Donger is scouting. All the beasts keep a nice card in this matchup. One of the balanced strongest cards. So I don't think he plays the BGH just a minute. He could, but again, I think he's scouting. So he knows that another giant might come out. So, understandable. Just hero power and heal bot. So it's gonna be... Well, you play the giant now. But because it's not now than ever, you won't be able to play it anymore. And yeah, he doesn't play a giant. Fortunately, while Power Monster comes a bit too late, while it has been used several turns ago, this has to be the BGH turn. He does have a heal right now on hands, but that's going to be problematic. The way it stands right now, I think the way it's going to go, he's going to play Inferno, he's going to Shadow Flame to clear the board. Or not. So he decides against it. Humility, an old school card, you don't really see. Finally, I talked so much about it, Kel'Thuzad comes into play. And now he gets all those minions back. If m00nshiner would have Shadow Flame earlier, there wouldn't be this big of a board. And he could heal, but yeah, that doesn't save him. He could heal, but still the opponent has 14 damage on the board. But if he doesn't heal, that's lethal. Alternatively, he could Inferno, Shadow Flame, and delay just for one turn, but he just decides to heal. And hopes the enemy doesn't have another damage. He probably doesn't, so trades have to be, will be made. I don't see any other way. Okay. Oh, and fatigue. Didn't count that. Very nice play from Donger. Didn't expect that old school control balance to make a return, but it did, so it's 1-1 right now. So straight into the game 3. Donger will have to stay with his battle, and then Face Hunter. I think it's Face Hunter, I don't know. Yes, because of the explosive trap. That's probably Face Hunter. Against such a slow deck as this, that's probably a good pick. It all depends if Donger can get his early minions out, his Wild Power Master, his other Beast Keepers, his shielded mini-boss. Point in time is a nice start, and he has equal combos, so if he gets the secret out, he will probably get another charge out of it. And Q-Bot's not the best card right now. Might say it's taken later, but not at this point. And he did it though. Well, let's see, if he can get a Fire Monster, that might be useful. A good start from A relatively good start from m00nshiner there. To take one of those 1-1s and equips the weapon and goes away. So he does get the wild environment. Now the question is, does he want to play it right now? Or save it for quality? So he decides to go concentration, probably the better play here. Oh, abuse sergeant. I don't think you want to play golem right now because this is the control deck you're up against, so giving that one more mana is maybe a bit too much, but that does allow him to get through one more damage right now. So he does decide to go for the more aggressive play. Will waste his weapon charge actually, so he has a quick shot, he has Wolf Rider, he makes sure to probably start putting in those hero ability. So there's some decision making to be made, of course, for Donger. Could just like heal up. That puts him back to 22. Could do it with weapon and then maybe get the 4-2. Or equality, just clear the force. Sure, with that little cards for the enemy in the exam. Leopard no, probably gonna be the hero card just to use the more mana efficient plays, yes. Goes in for 5, puts him down to 9. Probably gonna see heal out. I don't see any other turn. Back to 17. Has some board presence. He probably knows that that's close to trap, so the question is, can the enemy push through? So it has to be Wolf Rider now, hero power, just still business as usual. I expect something usual in it. Just go in and deal as much damage as possibly can. Just put down him to 12 with the close trap, let me know, and quick shot, that's 7 damage plus hero power, that's 9. So quite a scary place to be for Donger. He needs taunts, he needs heals. Like actually he needed taunts 2 turns ago, so I think this has to be weapon. You trade your minions, you use the weapon in space, and then this you're back to, you're gonna be back to 10. He might just go maybe. Nah, I don't think he has. I don't think this is not. This is a bad spot, of course, for him to be. Alternatively, he can play just Dr. Boom here. Just put pressure on his own boom bots with that close trap. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, he goes for that play. I think he wanted one of those boom bots to get the 2-1 to slow damage. But he has the AL, so he might mitigate it that way. So that's 5-7. I think you play both minions and maybe an actual quick shot. Or you just go for more damage. He does set for more damage, I think that is the better play. Who's the... Oh, he doesn't use quick shot. So he's gonna try to use this as a card to draw. 6 HP is still not the best spot to be in. Might play Silence, might play Tyrion. Again, that weapon is only heal, so I think if you can get it now, that's more preferable. He might actually silence the 2-1, but with the weapon, heal off the Spider, because that is a beast and kill man is one of the cards you feel right now really, really badly. And then maybe go with Dr. Boom face. Because this is a question of time right now. If he develops too much time to work control, so he's going to kill off the beast. So he's gonna gonna be at 7. The enemy right now has 6 damage. Okay. Well, he can play his hand now and draw another card, quick shot. And put his enemy down to 1. Which is, I think that's the way to go. Like, you might want to stay the owl for kill command. But then you cannot draw the card quick shot. That's a decision has to make that I think, yeah, you play the owl. Just decide quick shot. And then if you can get kill command right now, you're in an insane spot right now. So will he get it? He gets the kill command! And that's 2-1 for m00nshiner. Now it's up to Donger to come up with an answer for that Face Hunter deck. What a spectacular semi-final this is. Let's see what Donger will come up with. Okay, so the decisions have been made, the decks have been checked. So it's gonna be cool. Damn, is this Zoo Lock? Is it the Demon Lock? That seems like a Demon Lock. Maybe Handlock? All players are allowed to have multiple. So it's back to Demon Lock. So it's a faster deck than his battle, and you'll see will that be fast enough against this very fast Face Hunter, and we're going to infiltrate or a very nice one drop. And then you have to face. Oh, yes, you have to, like, keep as fast as possible. Mortal, no surprise here. Owl will be really good right now. He could point Dark Bomb, but there are bigger targets than the 2-2 for the Dark Bomb, so yeah, I like the pass. Arcane Golem is not the best card here to be played, but that's the most mana efficient. But yeah, like you don't want to give him an extra mana crystal this early, so I think this is better to play. This play is better. Probably Void, yes. Void Collar. Silence Hero Power might be played here. That's the most mana efficient, and the next turn he can analog bang with Hero Power. One of the key ways to play Face Hunters is to be as mana efficient as possible. So that's the play he should have done. Now, a taunt would be really nice, but there's no taunt for Donger, and this is match point for m00nshiner, so he knows that the pressure is on. That's all for Dark Bomb, just wants to remove as much pressure as possible again. Let's think about the Arcane Golem, but I still think it's a... He might want to set Animal Companion for kill command, since this is the only piece he has in his hand right now. So I understand the thinking. He could go Night Juggler and Arcane Golem just to get more minions on the board. That's bigger pressure, maybe get the Juggle straight into the face. I think that's going to be the play. I think I like it more than just Arcane Golem Hero Power, because that puts more pressure, potentially more damage. And you have 2 minions on the board, so you saw one Dark Bomb come out, so you know that Donger has a limited set of options to deal. The Juggle, that's with the face, just like what m00nshiner wants. Well, let's see what Donger comes up here. He's starting to drop ball. Tapping now is kind of risky. That just helps your opponent. This is why this matchup is kind of hard for Warlock to deal with Hunter, just because your hero power is so badly mismatched with Hunter's hero power, and Hunter's still back to 30, and he cannot go face, he knows that. But he's probably gonna get heal lost. I think he has to. You're going a bit slow. That's a little He is afraid of those juggles. Well, he plays the minions there, like... Leisuka. He could go Leisuka now, Quick Shot, and Hero Power. And that would negate the heal and actually deal extra damage, so... Double Arcane Golem also is a play. So he go... So just he's pushing for damage, still doesn't want to play Animal Companion. Wants to save for it for Kill Command when that comes. So m00nshiner is threatening lethal right now, so Donger knows he has to do something about this. He used up his only heal that he had in his hand. There are still no taunts, which is quite bad. Has to change play slow, but a nice play in this instance, since we know that m00nshiner only has spells in his hand. Hero Power face. Hero Power to face with the evil combo, which is really not anything you can do. You know that the opponent doesn't have really songs, he has to play those. He's running out of removal. He played already at least one heal. Why did he use the charge? Oh, he just pushed for one more damage. Yeah, I can see that. Because that will allow him to, even if Atom's speed will be played right now, he can still push through that way. Explosive jump, 3 HP, very bad spot. But Fortrax heals him back up. Then Nelson Drax gets hard to see the cards this way. Upside down from my position. But yeah, Drax is one of the best plays right now. Still potential for a lot of damage right now. That Drax, Lean-out probably the worst. Yeah. Lean-out and face counter is most times bad unless you get a good unleash the house. 10 HP doesn't... Still waits for that quick shot. Has to beast on the board. Probably both gonna beat up with... Still no taunt. Chicken puts Donger in a difficult spot, like... Defender of August would be very, very nice right now. But unfortunately, he doesn't have the heals. So we'll see what he's planning. He could go 5-3 into Lino and then use his weapon to kill off the beasts. That puts him down to 9 and save that much. Or he might actually want to raise him. Okay. Will he kill off? He doesn't kill off the beast. He doesn't respect the potential for kill man. He probably knows that m00nshiner doesn't have it, so he just said, okay, let's just do this. Now or never. So the question is, can he push through? And okay, quick shot's gonna get cycled. It's all about what quick shot will get. Because right now there's 6 damage on the board plus quick shot, that's 9. He needs another point of damage. He could alternatively, you have to go there. Yes, smartly he goes face, and Leisuka is not the card he wanted here. So he's gonna push for that 6, and that's all she wrote. Against most odds, Donger did tie up the series. It's 2-2. Okay, I cannot count. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 3. No, it's not 2-2, it's 3-1. m00nshiner one with face hunter. So m00nshiner is gonna go into